Go ahead.
So we talked about putting the higher grit on the string once you've decided your angle of attack, and then plucking to file it down, and then putting a finer grit to smooth it out, refine the tone. Is there anything you want to say about like actually filing with a nail file? Or
yes, when I file with a nail file, I try to have, it's depending of your nail, and Scott Tennant in Pumping Iron, he has a whole page of different type of nails and what he recommends, and that's actually not bad. That would be a good place to start. Also, there is a video of Bill kind of guys are talking about nails. Like he has these props in a giant string. That's a good video also to understand principles. But usually for my type of nail, which tend to be a little flat, I will try to, when I'm filing, and put the center of the nail in contact with the file, like so. And then I will take from the right side and I take from the left side, trying to create more of a straight line.
So like if you have a really curved nail, you can kind of bring it up.
Exactly. So it's a little flatter, versus this arch. Because when you have an arch on the nail like that, then you're going to have a possible two spots touching the string at the same time, which makes it less ideal for tone. So flattening is usually best. For the people that have hooks, like the big neck, like eagle big neck, then the shortest the nail is on the center, the better. You will play with shorter nails because as the nail grows, it gets more pronounced on that deep, and you get cut often. So in general, if for people that have that issue, go there. Then also angle of attack will change because it will accommodate different contact point with the string, and that depends also on the guitar neck. If this is a string, if you raise the fingerboard on the neck a little more, then the chance your angle will be slightly different. That according to your nails. Generally, the longer the nail is, the more issues that you have with maintaining it so they don't break and all that. And on top of that, with contact point and release, entry point of the string and release, when you have more nails, like now I have a lot. I don't know if you can see. See, that's way too much. So when that happens, I need to change my attack from the usual play that I do to a little bit more on the center, so the entrance and release is narrower.
Yeah.
Otherwise it gets cut.
If I had to describe if I can see your nails, it seems to me like you kind of keep it, there's sort of like a flat part here, and then it follows the shape of the nail on the sides.
Not as much, but that's because of my nail shape. There are many other people with different nail shapes, and it's a slightly different.
Sure.
And then depending on who you attack, because sometimes we think that we attack always from the left side, but that's not so, depending on your right hand. So if you have a right hand like so, if you have a right hand like so, you're really not attacking the A finger from the left side. You're attacking from the center to the right side. That's why the ramp is on the other way on the finger for me, a little bit slanted that way. Well, right now it's just long, but that's the general idea. Alvaro. He's sure. I think he has his lesson. So it's just I will advise you to look at the video. You have your lesson now, no? You are 11. I was wondering who was our 11. I will advise to look at the Bill Kanagasa video on nails, and the big giant string, because he's playing the pumping nylon. Scott, there's the video that comes along with this, and he talks about nail filing, which is quite thorough. In general, he likes a little bit on the shorter side nail, which I tend to agree, but that's very personal. At the end, you need to find out that the string that you can. The idea of the ramp of the nail is just to bring the string slightly down without you exerting greater pressure. You just move the fingers through. You move the finger through without pushing in, and the ramp will do the work for you of pushing the string in as you go through. But the nature of the movement is still this direction, not this direction. This you can do. Obviously, you can dig more. But when you're playing fast, it's not able. You're gonna get stuck everywhere. So.
All right, last two questions, and they're short. What do you recommend